In this video, I'm going to explain how to use your survey design to import wells so you can see them visually, and how you can build perfs and build receivers into your project. So I'm going to start by clicking survey design, expand this a little bit so it's bigger in this window. And from there, I'm going to load our previously loaded project. Open that project, called it one build project. Open that. And this is the default view that comes up. And for purposes of this, since I'm going to bring these wells in, I'm actually going to remove some of this visual stuff here to make it look a little bit less cluttered. So I'm going to go to display. I'm going to on off grid model, display, on off model slice, display, on off layer. And then when you go to the layer on off display, it gives you choices of all of them. But I'm just going to do deselect all and apply that. So they'll all go away. I'm going to close that. And now I'm going to bring some wells in. So if I go over here to File, Import ASCII well, it gives me this Import 3D well window here. I browse in my setup files here for the ones I know that I have. So I'm going to bring in my well 1 here. One of these is the horizontal treatment well, and one of them is the vertical well. So I'll just bring in my well. That text. And when I open that, it takes me back to this window. I put my number of header lines. For this case, it's 1. X column, Y column, and Z column. I just simply made 1, 2, 3 for this example. There's no rotation parameter file for this. I'm able to hit apply. That gives you my vertical well there. Then I go back in here and I'm going to bring in my second well, which should be the horizontal well. I believe that's going to work the same way, and I'll hit apply there. And then you can see my horizontal well comes in. So I'm going to close this window. You can rotate here to get a little bit better look at the wells from the side. These two wells, as you can kind of see here, we're on the same pad. So I'm going to now put the vertical tool string in here, and I'm going to put some perfs in for the horizontal well also. So let's see. So if I go here to the geometry, I can do build receiver in the well. And I actually don't have right on hand what the receiver depths are, but I'll show you guys how to build some here. So build receiver in well. I'm going to use well 1 because that's my vertical well. You can kind of double check using the right well, but when it has the well top X, Y, and Z location, and then the well length. So the number of receivers here, I'm just going to do. I know we have 18 for this project. I can't remember what the bottom one is, but we'll get it really close here. So let's go. Bottom receiver is going to be, how about 4,000? Let's see what that does. Receiver intervals 50. I think it's actually like 49.2128 actually. But build. It's probably a little bit too low, too high. I mean, bottom receiver at 5,000. Build. So one thing I'd like to point out here is that you can, if you go to and put 4,000 for this number here and you build it, it obviously does what I showed you here. I can move to the side, you can see a little bit better. But if you then hit 5,000 and hit append, you can see it builds a second one. So you'd be starting from 5,000 and going up. Whereas then if you want to go back and just do the initial one again, you just do and build. And I think I'll make that like 4,500. And then for the next well, for the horizontal well, we're going to build some perfs in here. I know these perfs are of the example stage I had here right back towards the heels. So we'll close this. We do geometry, build shot in well. And then you want to go to well 2 now because that's your horizontal well. How about we just have 4 perfs here. Oh, this well is like 6,000. So I think roughly, let's just do 5,000 here. And then we'll just say the shot interval is 75 feet or something. Let's do that. So if you do a build here, oops, the unit is 2. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I couldn't come up. I didn't make it far enough down, obviously. Let's do 6,500. So let's go build that. There you go. And so then now you can see you have these. I should make these shots a little further apart so you can kind of get a better idea of what they're looking at. And then if you actually wanted to build more perfs in here, like say if you wanted to build multiple stages at one time and you had a uniform distribution here, you could do, say, let's start this down at like 5,500. Typos again. And then build. Okay, let's do that. This time let's do 7,500. 7,500 build. And then if you want to append that and make another one starting at 6,500, you just do append here, and it will add those two stages. It'll add the second display to the first. So you can, that's how you can build multiple stages in. And I think for now I'm going to end this video here so I can keep these videos pretty short, and we'll move on to the next one. So I'm going to close this down.